I'm John Montgomery. I'm head up brand safety for GroupM around the world. We have a team of brand safety experts, and what we mean by brand safety is essentially minimizing the risks for brands in the digital supply chain. All risks from viewability to fraud, but obviously also contextual brand safety. Yeah, so how does the industry tackle brand safety? I think it's a great question. You know, in the States, probably as recent as March, the 4As has started an advertising assurance bureau which cooperates, where all agencies and all clients cooperate together to identify risks in the digital supply chain and publicize it on a kind of a risk prevention website. And I think that's a good model for us around the world, because the more we tackle this as an industry, the more we can get our heads around it, and rather than tackle it as from an agency by agency or client by client basis. So I think there really is an opportunity for us to collaborate in this space. So GroupM has pioneered brand safety. I was the first brand safety officer to be appointed, and our team as well. But there are other agencies that are appointing heads of brand safety and heads of risk, and I think that's a terrific thing. And so, you know, the industry is really seeing this as a very important area and responding to our clients' needs to minimize risk in the digital supply chain. So are there differences in brand safety application in Europe? Yeah, I think that there are. I think the more developed markets like Italy, like France, like Spain, like the UK, and like Germany are probably more advanced than some of the other countries. And that's probably because of the amount of digital that's being spent, and obviously the amount of risk that we have to prevent. But it all starts with measurement, and the more that countries can measure things like viewability, things like contextual brand safety, and invalid traffic, the more we can start to address those. If we can't measure them, and if we don't understand them through third-party measurement, we really won't be able to minimize the risk. And so I guess our request to the less developed internet countries is to start measuring as soon as they possibly can, so that we can address the risks. Yeah, so what's next for GroupM in brand safety? It's a great question. For the last 18 months or so, we have been putting operations in place to measure and to benchmark all levels of brand safety. And we've got that in place for most countries around the world, and we're very happy that we've made that beginning. We by no means have it fixed, but at least we're measuring and benchmarking all the levels in brand safety. We want to lift that up. We want to lift brand safety up to kind of an overall measurement of quality now. So we know that by using brand safety measures and technology, we're limiting the risk to clients. What we want to prove now is by buying brand safe quality inventory, not only does that limit the risk for clients, but it actually makes for more effective campaigns. So we're busy collecting research at the moment and doing a lot of research around the world, proving that the way we buy inventory from preferred premium partners doesn't only limit risk, but it actually makes the advertising work better. And that's a big push for us in the future. And also we're exploring new technology like AI and machine learning in terms of recognition of risky content. We're also trying to help tackle fake news, which is not just a brand safety problem, but it's a wider problem. It affects democracy and it affects the freedom of the press. And so we're working with our partners to see how we can tackle those areas as well. All right, so is accreditation of the verification partners important to us? It's absolutely critical. We won't use a verification partner if it hasn't been accredited or certified by the Media Ratings Council, the MRC, or by GECWebs. It's very, very important for our media partners to know that the measurement that we're using, and in fact paying on, is the best measurement that you can get. And not only do we do that, but we're continually testing the level of efficiency of our brand, of our accreditation partners. So we, every 3 or 4 months, run tests on those, and we have a small group of preferred partners that we work with globally that we know are the best quality verification and accreditation partners that are around.